That's a phrase used possibly nearly every minute of the day throughout Australia, especially around service stations and bowsers where truckies are. The attendant goes straight to the fuel tank and proceeds to fill it. But what about that fuel tank? Is it going to do the job it was designed for? You'd naturally think that the making of a fuel tank was a relatively simple matter. So in order to show you that it's not as simple as it may look, we'll take you into the Walsh Engineering factory and follow the manufacture of a tank from start to finish. Like most vehicle parts, they begin on the drawing board, and once all the problems are ironed out, work commences in the factory. In this case, with the cutting of the sidewall skin, which is of 16 gauge sheet steel. After it's cut to length, it moves to the presses where holes for the filler cap, fuel gauge bracket and fusible plug are punched. It's now in readiness for the rollers where it starts to take shape. Using the same material as the outer skin, the ends and baffles are roughed out, and here they're being trimmed on the nibbling machine. To shape the ends, they're fed into a specially made die, and with a force of up to 100 tons, they're transformed into dome shape in seconds. Now the roll is placed into a holding frame. The ends and baffles are tacked into place. After the tacking, the tank will then be welded. Metal inert gas welders are used exclusively as they produce a superior weld to the ordinary arc weld. A protective argon gas shield around the air cathode excludes corrosive agents from the molten metal during the welding process. The gas welder also gives a much smoother finish. During the manufacture of the tank's outer skin, the machine shop is busy making many other components which go to complete the tank. And here are all the parts that go to make up a completed fuel tank. After the various plug bushes have been welded into place, the tank is now ready for air pressure testing to ensure there are no leaks. Every weld is coated and thoroughly inspected. Finally, the big test arrives. The first 2 tanks of any new design are subject to the Australian Design Rule number 17, which requires the tank to be dropped on the filler pipe from a height of 3 metres. The tanks are filled with water to a level when the total weight of the tank is at least equal to the weight of the tank when filled with normal fuel. All tests are carried out under the observation of a machinery inspections officer. The second test is the corner test, and the tank is dropped from a height of 9 metres onto a corner. This test is governed by the same rules as the first one, only the impact is far more severe. Immediately on impact, the tank is raised off the ground and the stopwatch is started, as a leakage rate of 30 grams per minute is permissible. But neither of these tests shows any leakage, so the green light is on and more tanks roll off the production line. Wherever you see any of these leading brand trucks, 10 to 1 they're using Walsh-produced fuel tanks. Irrespective of what shape or size, there is a tank to suit your type of vehicle. A fuel tank that has proved itself over the years and made in Toowoomba, Queensland by a company that's been in the metal business for over 25 years, Walsh Engineering.